I tried doing a split in a store and deadass ripped my shorts on some SpongeBob shit. This was a punishment from God. You got too damn confident to be doing some damn splits, bro. I mean, I'm imagining you're a boy. You shouldn't even have been trying that, brother. I mean, good God. You should have known better not to try to hit some splits. You deserved that, bro. Did you get up like Bob, though? Sponge didn't give up. You know what I mean? He kept singing, I ripped my pants, or whatever the song is. You know, it's been a while since I watched SpongeBob. It's been a while since I met up with an 8-year-old and watched SpongeBob with them. Like, in a friendly way. I'm going to clarify. I have a cousin that's 8. Wink, wink. Hopefully you got up and you showed some resiliency and you continued on with your day. Hopefully you got up and retried the splits, but then you probably ripped your pants more. You shouldn't have been doing splits, bro. That's like gay dude shit 101. Men should not be doing splits. I don't know whether you're a man or a girl. If you're a woman, you don't even got to be doing splits either. You should only be doing that in like a naughty way. Like, why are you just casually hitting the splits? Do this. Hopefully you do this next time and you shit on yourself too at the same time. That'd be funny. Imagine going down and all you hear is the ripping, so and then you hear and you like shit all over your leg. That's what you deserve, to be honest with you. Sorry to cut in here, but I got a couple of things I want to ask you guys to do. May you please like the video. It really does help the channel. May you please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Use your hype points. Also, make sure to check out my second channel. I'm uploading great videos on there at least once a week. Severe diarrhea short mid-computer test during elementary school. Barely missed the restroom by a few steps. Waddled myself all the way to the office in shame. What do you mean to the office? You had to... They sent your ass to the office because you shat on yourself? What type of school you in? The anti-shitting school? Why'd they make you go to the office for pooping on yourself, dude? Nah, this ain't even... I mean, yeah, it sucks, but why'd they send you to the office, bro? They sent you... They said, go see the principal! You wanna shit on yourself in my class? Go see the principal, then! You care so little about my class, you're shitting on yourself. Go see the principal! Now, I'm a guy that's been sent to the office quite a bit, okay? I had some shenanigans. One time, I was trying to be funny with a couple friends of mine at the time, and we kept pretending like this dude was about to pull out a pistol and light us all up in school, and the whole class. And then I literally got pulled out of class with these friends into the hallway, and the teacher was talking to me like, what are you doing? And I was like, that dude might have a gun. I made a fucking, essentially a school shooting threat, and I didn't even get sent to the office for that. So you getting sent to the office for pooping on yourself is diabolical work by this teacher. That's for damn sure. That sucks. Yeah, this is pretty embarrassing, but it's more of an embarrassing thing because of your school. Like, that's bad, dude. Your school is evil. Lord Footlettuce says, one time when asking a girl out at school during lunch, I got a little nervous and accidentally knocked her over. Safe to say we didn't get together. Worst part was I had the same class with her after lunch, so she just had to sit there and pretend like nothing happened while I taught U.S. history. This is a pedophile. Wow. I wish I would have read the last sentence at first. You know how they had the teachers that would sit there during lunch and they would watch over the lunchroom? This dude was slowly making his way over there, slowly circling the whole lunchroom, got up to the desk, accidentally kicked her in her legs or something. He waddled his way all the way over there from around the lunchroom, almost finally went up there and told this 13-year-old that he loves her, and then he just accidentally pushes her over, man. This is a sad story. No, I wish I would have read that last sentence first. This is a teacher. Or maybe this is an apprentice. You know, maybe this is I don't know. I'm assuming this is a full-grown adult talking about, flirting with a kid. That sucks. Bot 1687 says, beat myself up in school. Use a little bit of your imagination here. I've done this as well. Is that embarrassing? Did you get caught doing this? I would do it a lot. During my study hall, I would go to the bathroom in the front of the school where, like, only really the staff would use it. But it was still open to everybody. And I would do it, like, probably once a week, bro. I was bored. Like, I didn't do schoolwork in school. You know what I mean? I didn't use study hall to study. I either slept or I beat my shit. So this is not that embarrassing. I feel like we did this. We all did that, probably. Right? I mean, some people probably don't want to admit that they did that, but we did that. Goodman GM says, I asked out an ugly girl because I was down bad. I ended up moving, but I keep getting texts for her. And if you're wondering, yes, she has a picture of my... Nobody was wondering that at all. I don't think anybody cared whether or not. But now that you're in a pretty vulnerable position. You're gonna have to link up and do shit with this girl because she has a lot of leverage over you, bro. She got a picture of you. If I had a picture of someone's dick, I would make them do a lot of shit, and it would definitely be very naughty. And I would be giving them a lot of my goo, is what I'm saying here. If I was in possession of a picture of somebody's Vienna sausage, I would be doing a lot with that blackmail. Let's just say that. I would be getting a lot of things that I wasn't getting before from this person. So, to be honest with you, I think you're just going to have to suck it up. You're going to have to take one for the team, even though the team is just yourself in this situation. If she's so ugly, why'd you send her a picture of your manhood? That's what I want to know. I think maybe just say you were drunk. There you go. You could just say you're drunk. That's all you got to do. That's what a lot of people do. A lot of people just say, "Oh, I was high. I was drunk." So that excuses their disgusting behavior. That excuses my cousin's killer because he was drunk when he ran over my 4-year-old cousin right in front of me. It excuses him, doesn't he? Because he was drunk. It doesn't matter. Just tell people you were drunk, and then the court will give him 30 days probation instead of life in prison for killing my fucking cousin. He deserves to be in prison for the rest of it. Just tell everybody you were drunk. I'm moving on. When I was 16, I hit a parked car in the Target parking lot with my mom in the car. That sucks, bruh. My girlfriend, when she first got her car, like the first week we went to a Target, and she hit the shit, or she didn't hit the shit out of it, but she brushed up against a cart corral somehow. You know, a parked car is a little worse. Did you flee the scene? You should have fled the scene, because if they weren't out there, who cares? You know what I mean? Obviously, you should have put some tinfoil on your... You should put tinfoil... This is just advice for everybody. You should put tinfoil on your license plate, like at all time, every time you leave the house, because the government, or no, there's people that walk the streets that are taking pictures of people's license plates and then selling that information. So you should put a piece of aluminum foil over your license plate. You should just leave it on there permanently. Yeah, so if you would have done that, it wouldn't matter. You could have just left. And then you could have wrote on the note, "Hey, I'm a black guy," and then left the note on there, and the cops would have been like, "God damn it." And then they'd go shoot some innocent guy. So that's probably what you should have done. But you probably stayed there like a little beta cuck and accepted the punishment. That sucks because, to be honest with you, you probably didn't get your license till you were 18, right? I mean, if you fuck up while you're a kid and you're learning how to drive, you usually just get your shit taken away till you're 18. Like, you don't even get the opportunity at that point. So hopefully that it didn't go that way. Suleiman. I don't know how to pronounce that properly, but thank you for watching. These guys always support. There was one time where I was just walking with my friend and talking with him, but I wasn't paying enough attention, and I fell, getting a stress fracture in one of my toes. I didn't even know the fracture happened until a few days later. I simply just walked it off originally. Is this embarrassing? I don't feel like this is that embarrassing. I feel like this is tough. You know what I mean? This is like alpha shit. This is like shit you tell a girl in a first date. You're like, "I broke my toe once and I walked it off, huzz. Now get in my car. The teachers are starting to look over here." I need to quit with those jokes probably, right? I mean, good God, dude. Yeah, I feel like this isn't that embarrassing. This is pretty tough. This is cool as shit, dude. Like, you're cool. This is alpha. And I'm not saying this just because he's a big fan. This is cool shit. I had something similar happen to me one time. Me and my friend were playing with this object, and we were walking home from school. And this guy wasn't a great friend, to be honest with you. And we were playing with this thing, and I got my finger stuck in it, and he just started ripping on it, and he broke my finger. Cherry on top of all of it was that he just took the object that I wanted to, mess with, and he just threw it into the river. So it's gone. There was a lot of stuff that was just being thrown into the river by us kids. I don't know why. One time we threw a phone in. This pissed me off, though. It was an iPhone, and at this time I had an Android, and I really wanted an iPhone. And I was like, "Dude, I'll give you this speaker for it. Just give me the iPhone." Because they couldn't get it to boot up because it was stuck in a boot cycle. I could have fixed it. I knew how to fix it. I didn't tell him that, obviously. I was just like, "Here, just let me see it. I'm going to try to go get it fixed or something." And I didn't have the speaker, unfortunately. It wasn't in my bag, surprising. I was like, "Dude, I'll just bring it tomorrow." And he was like, "Nah, we'll just go throw it in the river." I'm like, "What are you talking? Give me the iPhone. Just give me the phone. I'll bring you the speaker. I swear to God, bro." And no, sure as hell, we walked over to the river and he threw it in the fucking river. Why were we throwing so much shit in the river? Anyways, this dude broke my finger by yanking on this thing instead of just handing it over. And I cried. And I said, "What did you do? You hurt me. I'm your friend," or some beta shit. And I walked home with a broken finger. And I skipped, I think, 2 days of school for a broken finger, which is, you do not need to skip school for that. So, yeah, what you did was pretty alpha. What I did was pretty beta. Mommy's, I can't say her username. All the way back in 4th grade, I tried talking to my crush by sending her a letter during lunch. Half of the entire lunchroom laughed at me. Thank God I moved, so it never affected my middle or high school life, but I still think about the night I wrote it. Very full of life. The next day, not so much. Yeah, this is pretty embarrassing, but to be honest with you, I don't think it would have affected your middle or high school life, right? I mean, I've had my ass beat on a video, and that was spread around the whole school, and I was still talking to girls. I've literally, that's the most embarrassing thing that could probably happen to you in high school, and it did not affect my social status much. It was very annoying to deal with, but it wasn't that big of a deal. You would have been perfectly fine. I did this once, though. I had a crush on a girl in 4th grade, and we lived in the same apartment complex. And I wrote the letter talking about how much I like her, and then I was mad that I liked the girl, so I changed the note and told the girl that she was worse than Hitler. I'm not even lying. 100% I did that. I put it on my fiance's life. That happened. I wrote a note. It was very nice for a 4th grader. I then got nervous and all flustered, and I changed the note to, "You are worse than Hitler, and I hope you die," essentially is what I wrote. And I dropped that off in her door, and she never spoke to me again. I probably wouldn't speak to me either if I just got told I'm worse than Hitler. I did that, though. Seriously. And by me using his name, I did not use that YouTube. I did not use that in a derogatory way. I simply was telling a story. I'm not glorifying him. In no way am I giving support to the party that he formed. I am not glorifying him. I am simply telling a story by using the man's name. YouTube. Please, bruh. I'm allowed to say the name. But yeah, I did that, so that's pretty embarrassing. What you did, whatever, man. You were in 4th grade. Don't matter. Got caught playing with myself to a Llama Rider 37 video and a lecture. I can't escape it every time I do a video. And you're wearing... Your profile picture is a Supreme bag over your head or some shit, bruh. How did I get you? And this has 33 likes! All these other ones that are actually funny and are thought-provoking and are able to be responded to have 0. This has 33 likes. I'm disliking this because it's ridiculous. It is just ridiculous. We should not have 33. We got to come together and we got to start picking out some good ones. We can't be... Quit doing that, first off. I can't escape it. Please quit doing it. There's no reason to be playing with yourself to my videos. I do nothing arousing. If anything, I just seem to piss people off because everybody hates me and I'm a beta cuck. Pretended I was in a music video with my headphones on, but my mother was right behind me the whole time watching. Ain't that bad. I mean, shit, if anything, if I was your mom, I'd be happy that, you know, you're not like an autistic mute. That's a good thing. You know what I mean? You at least are able to comprehend that music's playing, that you're able to comprehend the lyrics, you're able to comprehend the rhythms and shit. You're not stupid, so that's cool. If anything, your mom was probably happy, but she was like, yes, he's not gay. Or I don't know how that would signal whether or not you're gay. Your mom probably thinks, about whether or not you're gay all the time. D-Bash says goon to you. We're just going to move on. Good God. Angel maxing swag. Good God, Angel. I played with myself to gay stuff so often in high school that the principal eventually had to make a 5-minute morning announcement on how the staff can see the student search history. I also got called to the office later that day, and they seemed more concerned about the gay part. I would too. That's a sin. No, to be honest with you, I mean, I guess the stuff that I'm referring to in this is pretty normal for kids to be looking at. It sounds like you went to a Christian school or some shit, but that's funny. They had to go over that's like the video where the dude's addressing his Reddit, and he's like, okay, we cannot be announcing to the server when we are about to play with ourselves or whatever. This is like some mind control shit. Also, why were you looking that up on like the school laptop, bro? Damn, bro. I mean, I know they assign it to you and it's technically yours for the year, but good God, you can't just be looking up anything you want on that goddamn thing. Attention. Okay, well, what's a generic? Okay, we'll say Johnsonville. Attention, Johnsonville High School. We are able to see all search history, including gay corn. Please stop looking up gay corn. That's the announcement they had to make because of you? Or they just said gay stuff. They probably just didn't even say corn. They're cool with the corn, apparently. Which is weird. Super Takia. Thank God he changed his profile picture. The last time I did one of these response videos, his profile picture was like a photo of his back, and he was trying to show off how ripped he is. Now it's an anime girl that is pretty hot. Well, it's pray to God that's not a younger person. I just clicked on this. He has 48 comments on this channel. You guys got to be more like him. This is a good fan right here. Thank you, Super Takia. I was visiting my dad during a weekend a couple years ago, and I was eating chocolate chip pancakes for breakfast. While I was eating, I felt a little gas chuddy coming. It turns out it was more than a little chuddy. It was a full chud, and I let some chud juices out on accident by forcing a fart. Could just said you shit yourself. I don't know what's going on with the whole chud thing. I mean, yeah, we're chuds here on the channel, and it's a big part of what we do. But Jesus Christ, I mean, this is too chud. This is too much chud shit going on. You know what I mean? What if they did Chud GPT? And you could, like, look up how to kill women on it. And look up why women hate you and why they're all in a group chat conspiring to not date you. What about Chud GPT? Can we have Chud GPT where it just has lolly? Is that possible? Can we do that? Why has nobody made Chud GPT yet where you can just, like, look up beheading videos of women because they suck and they all are in a fucking group chat and they won't talk to me? They won't talk to me because I don't know what happened. It's because the Jews. Can we get a thing called Chud GPT where we can just look up? Can we get a Chud GPT operation going where we can just look up videos of people railing people's wives? Can we do that? Like, good God, dude, where's Chud GPT at? You were visiting your dad, and this was only a weekend thing, so apparently he only gets you on the weekends, right? He probably never wants your ass to come back. You're coming there and you're just shitting all over his floor. Don't think he's gonna be liking that. Sorry that I struggled to say that last part of that sentence, but I read the next one and it is insane. Hot Zero says, shot somebody, I'm so embarrassed. This is not like cute girl vibes. This is not boss cute girl vibes. You shot somebody and their family's gonna be left scarred for the rest of their life. So this ain't necessarily something to be, oh, I'm ooh cute girl. No, you're a murderer. Let's see the reply. On a real note though, I got caught trying to reposition my balls by a girl because they were mad and uncomfortable. I've done this a lot. I got a funny story about this. Recently, I had a part-time job, and during this job, there was a girl that was disabled, and she always had a problem with everything going on ever. She was like super Christian, and she was like an adopted disabled woman. So like she was one that was rich and entitled and very Christian, but also was disabled. So she would always complain about everything going on, right? If she thought anything was biblically wrong, then she would complain about it. And one day she caught me repositioning my balls, and she told on me for doing said thing, for repositioning them. And I look at her and I go, why don't you mind your fucking business? Because I've been caught repositioning my balls so many times probably. It's like girls when they reposition their tatas. It's not a big deal. I think it should become normalized, and I'm tired of uncomfortably doing it. I don't even uncomfortably do it anymore. I just do it, bruh. I'm not trying to touch my shit, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to rub one out to you. I'm simply repositioning my empanadas because they're uncomfortable, bruh. And then, once again, she did go and tell on me, and the general manager came around the corner and looked at her and said, mind your business. Because, really, mind your goddamn business. I'm not directly touching my pole, bruh. I'm touching my pants to reposition my shit so I'm not uncomfortable. Instead, do you want me to get uncomfortable? And then, to relieve the uncomfortableness, do you want me to fucking you? Is that... Good God, bro. Dude, I've been going off the deep end, bro. God damn, what the fuck? What do I mean, bro? What do I mean? You know what I mean? You know how people question, oh, what do you mean, bro? What the fuck are you talking about? What do I mean? I need to start thinking about what I'm saying, bro. Anyways, also this one time, we had this girl look up gay anime corn. We were talking about this video, and she overheard. She was like, what's that? That sounds really interesting. We said, go home and search it up. And she went home and searched it up and told us about it the next day. Dude, we got in so much trouble because of this girl. And keep in mind, I was like 17, so like I wasn't really thinking straight. And she was just easy to troll. Is all I'm saying. I regret it. I wish we were a bit nicer to her, but we never like pushed her or anything. We never abused this girl. Obviously, we'd mess with her a little bit, but never once abused her. But yeah, we'd always get calls from her parents, and she had this little boyfriend that was there that was also disabled, and he had the biggest problem with fart noises. God, dude, I miss my assistant manager from there so much, dude. He was such a good dude, bro. God, he was such a good dude. I mean, except for the fact that he hated all of them. He hated all the disabled people. Like, literally had a passion for hating disabled people. And I want to emphasize, YouTube, I am not involved in this. I don't share those opinions. I'm simply telling a story about how this person was negative, and I'm advising the people watching this video that it's not okay to do that, because it's not okay to make fun of disabled people. Okay, I want to be very clear on that. This in no way is harassment or bullying. I'm simply telling a story. I do not advise people to do this. Anyways, I love that dude, bruh. Oh my God, dude, my assistant manager, he's so cool. He was so cool, bro. I mean, I haven't talked to him in a while, but man, I wish I would have stayed more in contact with him. That's a funny dude, bro. We used to do so much funny shit together in that motherfucker, dude. Oh yeah, I'll get back to that. Me and him would do this thing to this dude, and he literally got like rage baited or whatever you want to say to the fart noises. So I would go back there because he was always stuck on an easy position in the back of the store. And, you know, I would look at him. I go, yo, what up, man? And then I'd just go, and he'd be like, oh, come on, man. And he would just get so mad about it. And he would literally tell on us, and his parents would call in and complain about us making fart noises. And I'd go, bro, it's just a fart noise. It's not that big of a deal. It's like we're not. And he just never got the fact that we were just making fart noises. I don't know what he was perceiving that as. What did his brain comprehend as? Did he think I just like called him the hard R or something? Do you think I just called him a slur? All I did was make fart noises. I don't think it was that big of a deal. I think I'm going to end the video there. And once again, I do not. Okay, well, I just dropped the controller. I do not advise anybody to bully or harass anybody. That shit is not cool. Have a good day. Thank you guys for watching. I know it's been 2 uploads in a row, but I wanted to catch up in terms of uploads because of the video getting taken down for bullying and harassment when it clearly wasn't. It was a lesson, and I was simply pointing out what the dude was publicly putting on the goddamn internet. It's no different than someone pointing out Israel bombing kids. I'm allowed to say that, but I'm not allowed to point out what this dude is very clearly presenting on the internet, because YouTube is a sissy fucking platform ran by stupid, woke piece of shits. And I don't say that in a Republican way because I hate the Republicans. But woke is a good term that they use, and it's a good way to describe people that are little goddamn pussies. And that's what the people running YouTube are. And guess what? You can't take that down because it's freedom of speech, you stupid fuck. I'm allowed to criticize whoever I want as long as I'm not bullying and harassing. And I'm not bullying and harassing anybody. I'm simply pointing out the long reputation of you guys being pussies. Have a good day. And I'm talking about YouTube. I want to clarify. I'm not bullying, harassing a single person. I'm simply criticizing an entity which doesn't have feelings. So therefore, doesn't matter if I call him a pussy. Have a good day.